Hello, everyone. This is Gayle. It's been a while since I've chatted with you, and I just thought I'd give you an update on what's going on with me. I've really run into a roadblock with the house progress. I'm buying my home through from Oakwood. It's a manufactured home, and they had bought this. They buy the lots for you, and excuse me, they buy lots for you and build your house on it, and then you don't make any payments until at the end when you close on the house. So they had bought this lot, and it was in an area that I was familiar with, and it was out a lot further out from town. It was, some people would say, out in the middle of nowhere, but it really was. It's not really. But it was maybe 20 minutes further out from Richmond than where I live now, and I loved it. It was actually, it was quite a big lot. It was 5 point something acres, and it was L-shaped. And in the initial, like I said, Oakwood bought the lot, and we were progressing on that. Then we were going to meet with the surveyor. My daughter took a day off from work, and I went with her. Sorry, I hit my table that my laptop is on. And he didn't show up, and we waited. Well, not long, maybe 15, 20 minutes, and then we tried to give him a call, and we couldn't reach him, so we called. Oh, no, we called. Yeah, we did reach his secretary. She said something about there was some confusion on the lot. So we called Oakwood to find out what was going on. And the night before, when the surveyor was trying to get all of his paperwork together, said that the description on the lot was not the same as what Oakwood had told him. And he saw another lot not far from that one. And I may have told you all this before, but this is kind of background for what I need to tell you today. And so he wasn't sure which lot he was supposed to survey. So we went to talk to Oakwood and said, "What do you mean, which lot?" And they showed me on the map. Evidently, at one time, there was a big family plot, and they when the parents died, they divided it between children and grandchildren. And it looks like these are two grandchildren that own these two lots. And I'll just tell you first names. Grady owned the lot that Oakwood bought. Bought the lot from Grady, and then Kenneth owned another lot. Well, they had Grady's name and lot number on the lot that they bought, which makes sense. But the description was the description of Kenneth's lot, which was way back off the road, over 1,000 feet. It would have been $30,000 just to build a gravel driveway back there. So, they had to investigate, and it went all, my daughter used to work for a title company, so she asked, when they finally got the final report, she asked if she could get a copy of it so she could follow the paper trail. And when she got it, it shows that back when it was originally split up, it only listed names. And evidently they had already divided the property, so they would say, okay, Grady gets 4.2 acres, Kenneth gets 5.6, I think it was, acres, and all the other people, with their lots. All of them had been sold and developed except for these two. And the county, because there were no lot numbers on the original deed where it was divided up, the county got them reversed. So actually, the lot that Oakwood bought was the lot way back off the road in the middle of the woods. And there's an easement that goes down the property that we thought we had bought. And to get back to it, but it would be, like I said, $30,000 just to build a driveway. Well, being back that far, it's not going to be on county sewer, which would mean we would have to get and maintain a septic tank. The cable that runs down the highway, this is a rural area. It's not like a neighborhood. It's a rural area. And cable goes down the highway, but it doesn't go back like back where that is. So we would, either have to go with a dish or, some kind of satellite TV and internet, which would be another irritation. And just, plus, the majority of the time I am by myself. My daughter and I live together. She works a regular job, so she's gone every day. She also works a part-time job to support her horse. So 2 nights a week, she works her part-time job, and she doesn't get home till like 9:30. And the other nights, she doesn't get home till about 7 because she has to go to the barn to take care of her horse. So I would be out there by myself the majority of the time, back in the woods. And I just don't feel comfortable with the added expenses and the fact that I would be there by myself. Well, for one thing, we can't afford it, but I just don't think I would feel comfortable being back there. As long as I was in the house, I would feel fine. But going out in my yard and, doing whatever, I just wouldn't feel comfortable. So we just found this out last week. So we have no land. Our house is here. It's been built. It's sitting in the back of Oakwood's property, waiting for a place to put it down. And we did go back and look through the windows in a few of the rooms. A couple of them we couldn't reach. But it looked like they had made the changes that we thought that we had asked to be changed. We had some things. There was a archway between the living room and what they called the parlor. But there was also a dining area, a place for a dining room table. So there was really no reason to have that, and I needed that for my craft room. So we asked for them to put the wall up there and, just close in that archway. And they did that. And what was the other change? It was another change we had. I don't remember what it was now, but, they changed the front door. We didn't like the front door that was on it, so they gave us a different front door, which I really like. So they made all the changes when they built the house, but there's just no place to put it. And needless to say, I am so blessed that I did not put my house on the market. If I had sold my house and then ran into this, I don't know what we would have done. Because then we would have had to put everything in storage and live in a hotel or a short-term apartment, and which would mean we would have to move twice. So thank goodness, that didn't happen. But now we're waiting for them to find us another lot, and they are scrounging, I have to tell you. They feel so bad because they don't want that lot in the back either. So they're going to try to get their money back through the title insurance. So it's really been a mess. I knew that everything was going so smoothly that it had to be something coming up that was going to throw a wrench in everything. But, I've got a cousin that's a realtor. She's looking for some land. My realtor that's going to handle the sale of this house is looking for land. And Oakwood has 2 realtors looking for land for them. So hopefully they'll come up with something soon, because this is just driving me nuts. We were supposed to move this month. March was it was February or March, and we just figured it would be March because of weather. And now it could be the middle of summer, if not later, before we move. And that's not going to be fun, moving in the middle of a hot summer. But anyway, don't have any control over that. But I wanted to tell, those of you that have been wishing me well with my house plans, I just thought I'd better tell you what's happening. Right now, nothing. But then that means, I got my house ready to go on the market. It was supposed to go on the market as soon as they started clearing the land, which was going to be the week after we met with the surveyor. And I had to put a hold on that, but the house, we've moved furniture, we have decluttered, we have moved stuff to storage. Half of my playroom is in, the cabinets are downstairs because I made the room down in the basement into my paper room, but it's also where I moved all of my excess craft supplies so that I didn't, so that my craft room here on this floor wouldn't be so cluttered. And it looks pretty good. It looks better than it's ever looked, but half my stuff is downstairs. So I'm trying not to go up and down the steps. My right knee is beginning to bother me. I don't know if I've twisted it or if it's just old age. It started kind of all of a sudden, so I think maybe I might have just twisted it. But, I just hate going up and down those steps. So if it's not in my craft room, I'm not using it. But speaking of my craft room, I wanted to let you know I have accumulated a huge amount of scrap, and you're beginning to see videos where I'm using this scrap for different projects. And I just want you to know that's kind of going to be where I'm going for the next several videos, because that's one thing that I was really wanting to do, was to kind of get rid of a lot of my scrap. But I've got 2 videos coming, one Monday, and if I can get the other one finished, the one for the next Monday, using scrap. So I apologize if you don't like watching scrap videos. Some of you are beginners and don't have a lot of scrap, but trust me, if you stay with clay very long, you're going to end up with scrap. But I found them interesting, and just different things you can do with scrap rather than just let it sit in a pile somewhere. So I think that's all I wanted to tell you. I wanted to give you an update on the house project and let you know I'm doing my videos. I told you I probably wouldn't do them for a while because I expected to be packing and moving. And that hasn't happened yet. So I'm beginning to get my videos done, and I'll just keep going until it's time to, start all over again. But when I was saying about my house being ready, I have cleaned, I have moved stuff, I have put things away, and it looked really nice. But now we've been living in it for the last 2 months, so it's back to being your normal everyday clutter and things. The major things are still done. The furniture is still moved, but now we're going to have to clean the house really well all over again when it's time to put it on the market. But hey, such is life. But I just wanted to touch base and let you know I am still here and I am still doing videos, but those will come to a halt as soon as I get to that point. But I'll let you know ahead of time. And I'm trying to get ahead on my videos so that maybe I wouldn't have to skip so many weeks when time comes. Because once I start packing to move, I'm not going to have access to anything. So if I don't have any videos in the trunk, so to speak, to post, then it'll just be none at all. But anyway, I hope everyone has a great weekend. Have a great day, and I'll be back soon. Bye-bye.